Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something that's really generating a lot of buzz.
Yes, definitely hearing it a lot.
This term, vibe coding. I mean, you hear it and it sounds a bit like, well, magic, right?
That's the calming take, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just wish an app into existence.
Exactly. Just type something simple and poof, a whole application appears. Is that is that really it, or is there something more, maybe more systematic going on here? Let's try and unpack that.
That's a great way to put it. What's really fascinating, I think, is that vibe coding isn't about replacing people. It's actually about changing how we collaborate with these really intelligent tools.
Changing the collaboration.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, it's a conceptual shift, really. Using AI to boost what we can do, not just hand everything over.
Okay, so let's get right to it then. Is it magic? Can you literally type, I don't know, build me an e-commerce site and get a production-ready app?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the short answer is no. Not like that. It's not pure magic. Our sources and, practical experience show it's really methodology. It uses very smart AI,
Yeah.
often large language models, trained on vast amounts of code.
Trained on code, right.
And these models can analyze patterns, they can suggest architectures, write boilerplate code. Basically, they speed things up massively. It's like having a super efficient coder, like a co-pilot, working alongside you.
A co-pilot, I like that analogy.
Yeah, they can generate, say, the skeleton of a pretty complex system in, well, hours instead of weeks.
Okay, and this seems really important from what we've seen. The sources warn pretty strongly, don't they? That without an expert developer actually guiding this whole thing,
Absolutely. That's the crucial part.
the result can be, well, unstable,
Okay.
inflexible, just not built for the long haul.
Precisely. It's not automation run wild. It's automation guided by expertise. You need someone who understands the underlying principles.
So that brings it to a practical point. Can someone, maybe someone non-technical, just sit at home, type a few prompts, and realistically expect to get a polished professional product out of it?
Probably not for anything serious. You might get something. You could generate some code, maybe even something that runs initially.
Well,
But for a robust, scalable, secure application, the kind businesses actually need, you absolutely need that expert developer. They're the bridge
the bridge between...
between the business need, the high-level idea, and the technical reality, making sure the right foundations are laid, the right architecture is chosen, the stuff that matters long-term.
So the recommendation is start with an expert.
Yes, definitely. Let an expert lead, especially at the start. They set up the process, understand the tool's limits and strengths, establish the right way of working the VIBE, if you will, velocity, iteration, business efficiency.
Okay.
Once that framework is solid, then maybe others can plug in more easily. It's that blend. And you see companies like Pillar Technologies, for example, really nailing this.
How so?
They managed to combine that classic development discipline, the stability, the security, with the sheer speed and flexibility VA coding offers. It's not one or the other. It's combining the strengths.
Right. That makes sense. Could you give us a really concrete example, just to bring it to life?
Sure. Let's take a queue management system. Pretty standard application.
Right.
Building the basic logic, the core structure, that could easily take a developer weeks of just solid coding traditionally.
Right. Lots of boilerplate, setting things up.
Exactly. With vibe coding, an experienced developer crafting the right prompts can get that foundational system generated in, well, maybe just a few hours.
Hours versus weeks. That's
Again,
significant.
It is. But here's the key. The AI generates the code, but the expert's value then shifts. It's less about typing every line,
And more about...
more about ensuring that generated code is actually good, that it follows best practices, that it's secure, that you can easily add features later, that it can handle the load you expect it to. Strategic oversight.
So without that expert oversight.
The whole thing might work for a demo, maybe, but under real pressure, with real users, real growth, it likely wouldn't hold up. It would lack that robust architecture.
Okay, so pulling this all together, Vibe head coding isn't about replacing developers or making development trivial. It's about making it faster.
Profoundly faster, yeah. It leverages AI's power for speed, but it absolutely relies on human expertise for quality, security, and that crucial long-term vision. The expert is still steering the ship.
So to sum it up simply, it's a powerful methodology, a massive accelerator, but definitely not a magic wand. Its real effectiveness comes from skilled, knowledgeable application.
Exactly. And that actually leads to an interesting question for you listening right now.
Go on.
How does understanding this difference, seeing it not as magic but as a guided methodology, How might that change the way you think about adopting new technologies in your own work or projects?
That's a great point to reflect on. How do you evaluate hype versus real applicable methodology? Definitely something to consider. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.